Hi fellas, Ben back again. The dirt bike and the adventure tourer. I don't know if you guys can spot the difference. The right one and the left one, the grips, are different. Some time ago, I made a video on Instagram, I believe. I don't really remember if it was Instagram or YouTube. I said that the test ride vehicle that I rode was just excessively, vibrating and rattly and quite a lot of irritations from the bars onto the hands. And I tried 3 different test ride bikes. All 3 had the same character. It was just a little too much of vibrations on the hand. The people who have put out videos online saying that it's just a buzz, it's not vibrations as such, well, they are wrong. If you truly understand what a 450cc high compression motor can do, then you will understand that it's definitely going to be a lot more vibey. And to make matters worse, we have an engine which is like a stressed member. It is part of the chassis. So I don't really understand why people don't get it, that this is definitely going to transfer all that vibration onto the chassis, and the chassis connected to the handlebar and so on and so forth, the foot pegs, everything. If you look at this construction, this is a double bracket foot peg construction with rubber grommets in between them, again to eliminate or to reduce vibrations and engine vibrations that are felt in the chassis. Very common. One more thing, the moment you add bolt-on parts to the chassis, the vibrations seem to go down because you're kind of adding more parts to take up the vibration. So the moment I added this, the engine vibration has gone down a little more. What I'm trying to say is it's a stressed engine. It's definitely going to be a stressed member. It's definitely going to be transferring all that vibration onto the chassis. Yes, the bike is going to be butter smooth for the first few thousand kilometers when you are also butter smooth with the engine. You're going to be very careful. You're going to be mindful of your throttle and all that. But once you start banging the throttle, it's going to definitely develop a lot of vibrations. And it is going to be a YB motor in the end. There's no two ways about it. This is going to be like a KTM 390 Adventure. In fact, more YB, I would say, in the long run. Now, how do you get rid of those vibrations? Yes, we'll go one step at a time. There are certain things that you can do. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward things. No magic here. First things first, I will swap out these grips. These grips are pathetic grips, really bad grips. The diamond cross hatch is definitely a nice pattern for grip, and it is a universal pattern. It is used on pretty much most of the street motorcycles. But that being said, this particular grip, I don't know if it is the material, I don't know if it is the rubber, I don't know if it is the patterns. But these grips, they transfer a lot of vibrations onto your hands. And the solution is simple. Swap out with something like a premium grip. I've been searching for good grips online for some time now, and the best that I could manage was this. Ben runs a Rally Grip, Pro Grip. Pro Grip sells these Rally grips. And Ben is just super happy with these grips. These grips are fantastic. They have taken care of all the excessive vibration business for some time now, and I've been pretty comfortable with running them on my motorcycle. But that damn thing is about 5,000 to 7,000 Indian rupees now. They keep playing with the prices. It's because it's an imported item, and nowhere to be found. If anybody knows where we can get them for cheap, please do let me know. On the left hand side, the clutch grip, this bloody thing is glued onto the handlebar, so you'll have to cut it out. It's glued on the end, just the end, but it's a very strong glue. And I also think they had glued it here towards the console, the switch gear. So this fellow, you have to cut it out. And when you insert the new grip, see to it that you get some kind of glue. I have used this M seal sells a PV seal. This is for plumbing and related activities. But then again, I've tried it on multiple surfaces and it seriously works well. As long as there's no high torque involved, this bloody thing works really well. Works with plastic, works also with rubber. So I glued this into the, I poured this nice fine coating into the grip, and I shoved the grip into the handlebar, and that seems to do it. 2-3 hours of curing and this is going to be rock solid. And the difference is, if I were to quickly let you guys know how this feels synthetic, this feels plasticky, while this feels rubber. Nice and pure rubber, good rubber, soft rubber. Try this on and you will find the difference. Moving on to the throttle side, this thing can be rolled, peeled back very easily. We just did it on Arun's bike. I'm going to do it on mine, and I'll catch up with you guys. Let me also have some tea. Yep, just rolled so much and then thought to myself, what's the point of trying to do all this when you don't want to hang on to the grips. So yeah, just going ahead with slicing it out. Not interested in saving this. Yep, so the grip out. So let me just get this. Now, one thing that you need to keep in mind before you install this is that the throttle tube is plastic. It's made of plastic. It's very, very flimsy. There's a lot of cost cutting involved in this particular motorcycle, especially things to do with plastic. The plastic is not that high quality, as good as that. Surprising, isn't it, guys? The plastic on that motorcycle, any day better than the plastic on this motorcycle. This motorcycle, all the cost cutting, I think, predominantly has gone into all the plastic bits. Yeah, so the throttle tubes are the same. That's scrap, this is scrap too, plastic. And it has these reliefs. So this relief is to see to it that the grip doesn't rotate. And this is all right. That had seriously aggressive reliefs. This is fine, this isn't that bad, so I can quickly shove the grip onto this. But on that, on people who want to swap out grips on this, you will need to shave off all that those reliefs on the throttle tube. Only then your grips will feel how can I put it, feel like the stock factory grips. They will not have these bumps all over if you were to not shave off these reliefs. So grind them off on that. But this, I think, is good enough because we tried it on Arun's motorcycle and everything fell in place almost instantly. Also, with time, this will kind of accommodate these reliefs. So no need to worry about that as well. Shoving this in to that is a little bit of work. Let me just get that done and then connect with you guys. Yep, so if you guys know barkbusters, they are a handguard giant. They also make grips. They make some plastics too. I believe they make plastics. I'm just assuming. Really, really high quality stuff, these people. Genuine products. You don't have to really think twice about buying barkbusters. It's because these things outlast your motorcycle. That can't be said about the grips. These grips are pure rubber, so this will have a lifespan. I'm looking at, if you do a lot of enduro riding, then you're looking at 3 to 6 months at best, not more than that. You'll end up shaving off half the material with just your bare hands. And that's how nice these grips are. 1900 rupees for hand grips. Expensive, not expensive. A subjective topic. I never wish to get into that. So if you guys found this video useful, this is one of those beautiful ways, 100% foolproof ways to guarantee reduction in the vibrations felt in the hands. So get this. I'll attach a link, or get nice grips, very high quality grips. I'll also try and attach links of certain other good grips that you could go for, and hopefully that should help reduce vibrations for you as well. But this works, and I've tested it on 2 motorcycles now. Hi fellas, Ben back again. Well, that sums it up for the day. As you guys can see, I have kind of gotten my KTM bar and weights installed on the handlebar. Yes, it's a shabby paint job and all that, but I'll correct that later, tomorrow or day after. But that kind of sums it up. So the grip has been installed, and whatever gap there was between the grip and the bar and weight, I have drilled in about 8 millimeters into the bar and weight, and push that into onto the handlebar. So that takes up about that much of the handlebar. I mean, the handlebar goes into the bar and weight. So the gap is just 3 millimeters, 3 to 4 millimeters, not even 4, 3 millimeters, I would say, and makes it look neat and clean. 1 whole day's of work, running around and all that jazz, just to get this done. Finding a lathe, a person who could do it, who was interested in doing it. Yep. So that's the handlebar with the new grips. Unbelievable transformation as far as engine vibes are concerned. The character of the motorcycle, so much different with these grips. So much more attack friendly, so much more input friendly, so much more feedback on the throttle, and yet a very, very nice tactile feel with 30 to 40% reduction in vibrations. I am not exaggerating. This is what it is. Give it a shot. You will be shocked, not surprised, shocked. Now, I can only vouch for this particular grip. I can't really say how this is going to feel, if it's going to be 30% with this grip, or it's going to be, I can't really give you a number with any other grip, because I only have experience with this. I did enough research, and I'll attach a link to the barkbuster grips. If it helps, it helps. That's all there is to it. Unbelievable transformation. One problem nearly solved. The vibrations that one feels on the hands, nearly solved. Now moving on to the next mod to reduce vibrations. I will address that in detail once I have the component in my possession. Until then, this is Ben signing out for now. Ciao.